When Jay Weinberg joined Slipknot 10 years ago, he stepped into a pretty unwinnable situation, stepping into the role that Joey Jordison held, the late legendary Slipknot drummer. But incrementally over time, he won over the fan base and really gained a lot of respect for himself, which was why late last year, Slipknot fans around the world were shocked by the announcement that Slipknot had parted ways with Jay Weinberg. But it now hasn't taken long for Jay Weinberg to find a new band, of course, given his talent. He was very sought after, I imagine, by a number of different bands, and he's just released a statement confirming he is now the new drummer of Suicidal Tendencies, the legendary thrash and hardcore band formed in Venice, Los Angeles back in 1980. Now, this is the statement that was released at the time when Slipknot revealed that Jay Weinberg was no longer a member of the group. The statement read, "At the time, we would like to thank Jay Weinberg for his dedication and passion over the past 10 years. No one can ever replace Joey Jordison's original sound, style, or energy, but Jay honored Joey's parts and contributed to the last 3 albums, and we, the band, and the fans appreciate it. But as ever, Slipknot is intent on evolving. The band has decided to make a creative decision and to part ways with Jay. We wish Jay all the best, and we're very excited for what the future holds." For months, there was question and speculation about who that drummer would be, and we still have no confirmation, but the picture really seems to be coming clear with an announcement recently made by Sepultura about their longtime drummer just kind of ghosting them before their farewell tour. So much buzz has been centered around now former Sepultura drummer Eloy Casagrande after the band Sepultura put out a statement claiming that he just ghosted them in early February before they were set to begin rehearsals for that farewell tour, which is kind of difficult to understand unless you put it into the frame of maybe he got an opportunity he really couldn't refuse. And then you look at that video on YouTube of him playing the Heretics anthem that has over 1 million views, and there's a lot of speculation that he could be the guy. So, Jay Weinberg opened up about that departure a short time after the announcement that Slipknot and him were going their separate ways. He said he was blindsided by the announcement, he said in part. He said in a statement on his Instagram at the time, "I was heartbroken and blindsided to receive the phone call that I did on the morning of November 5th, the news of which most of you learned shortly after." He continued, "However, I've been overwhelmed by and truly grateful for the outpouring of love and support I've received from this incredible community I consider to be my creative and artistic home." And while this is obviously a heartbreaking situation to go through, it is great to see that it didn't take long for Jay Weinberg to find a new band in Suicidal Tendencies at that, which is a legendary group. This is the statement he just released announcing the big news. The statement just in from Jay Weinberg says, "When I think of the culture and community of heavy music that I've loved and considered my creative home for 20 years, I think of Suicidal Tendencies, a foundational pillar and source of inspiration ever since I fell in love with punk, metal, and hardcore. Having toured and played shows together all over the world, I've been so fortunate to become friends with my musical heroes who have been a part of this band's incredible history. It's an absolute honor and privilege to play with Suicidal Tendencies, and I can't wait to start this incredibly exciting new chapter in just 1 week. See you in the pit." It's great to see Jay Weinberg in another band that means so much to him, but also he's still recovering from a surgery that he had recently, and it really shows his dedication to that recovery process to get back up on stage as soon as possible, which he will be doing in short order here with Suicidal Tendencies. Another thing about this is that Jay Weinberg could have really kind of just sat around and felt sorry for himself. It's obviously a disappointing situation to be let go from a band like Slipknot, and I think it says a lot about him that he's getting right back up on his feet and joining another band that means a lot to him. Obviously, I know the fans are going to want to see him play and are going to show up to these shows as well. So that is great news. Congratulations to Jay Weinberg on this new position. That's your latest update from Rockfeed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and updates.